Imagine not having TikTok for a month. Well, that's the challenge I took up. And before we get into the video for real, I need to talk about how we got here. Now, I had a problem and it affected me personally, at work, and with my family. I had a lack of attention span. Now, I do have ADD, but you can't blame everything on ADD. I honestly think TikTok may have contributed to furthering my ADD-ness or just kind of ruining my attention span. Now, I've always had a hard time sitting through a movie, but I've recently had a really hard time sitting through TV shows, even having conversations with people. So I recorded myself for a whole month, the month of February. I had no TikTok. I had no access to any short form videos. And I want to talk about my journey. I hope you enjoy. Day 1, I deleted the app from my phone, so no more TikTok, no more scrolling, and it's only been a few hours. It's 10 a.m. right now, and I'm itchy. I want to re-download the app. I'm bored, but I have to remind myself I'm doing this for the greater good of my mental health. All right, almost done with day 1. And to be honest, I think it's going to be the hardest day. This morning, the first thing I wanted to do is go on the app, and I just feel tempted to get some sort of short formatted video content. And I feel like it's a bit dangerous because YouTube has, I think it's called YouTube Shorts, but I have not clicked on there even though I am sweating to. I don't use social media, so like Facebook, Instagram, that kind of stuff. I don't even have that on my phone. I haven't had that on my phone for over a year. Not that the accounts are deactivated, it just, I needed a break, and 1 month rolled into the other month, into the other month. The only app I could not get rid of was TikTok. And this is definitely a challenge. I am now getting to see that TikTok took up a bunch of my time. I'm interested to see how the next 28 days go, and I'm really excited, but I am getting itchy. I'm not gonna be filming every single day, but most of the days where it's noteworthy. First day, 15 day, last day. It's 3 p.m. on day 2, and I'm feeling so much better than day 1. I feel like on day 1, I didn't know what to do with the dead time, dead space. The boredom was existential boredom, you know, like I didn't know what to do with my time because that's when I would go on TikTok. But today I have a new game plan. I am staying busy so I don't feel that way. So after work today, I'm gonna get my butt into the gym. I don't know if I'll be filming. If I do, it might just be like, I'm at the gym. I don't know how confident I feel about recording at the gym, but yeah, the game plan, stay busy. And I still have a little itch, but it's definitely way better than yesterday. So it's day 6 without TikTok now, and I gotta say that there definitely was a strong withdrawal. I am feeling a lot more mental clarity. I feel like I still fiend for it, like when my boyfriend is scrolling, like I want to look on his phone, but that defeats the purpose. So when he's on TikTok, I purposefully like distract myself with like a YouTube video or play video games or just anything else. Like the name of the game is stay busy, but sometimes when everything's said and done, like your house is clean, you've done everything, you've gone to the gym, what do you do with that time? Like sometimes YouTube videos are just too long, and the journey has been something, but I feel like it's only been 6 days, so I'd have to see how I feel around day 10. I don't know. I feel like not being subjected to all that content all at once so fast has been beneficial to me. I feel like my emotions aren't on a roller coaster because I feel like when I would go on TikTok first thing in the morning, literally before I would even go to the bathroom, wake up, just scroll until I was ready to get up. I feel like when I would do that, I'm like subjected to so many different feelings and emotions. Like 1 second you're crying because there's like somebody dying of cancer, and then the next moment it's a puppy video, and then the next moment it's a DIY, and the next moment is self-motivation, and the next moment it's somebody trauma dumping. It's a lot of different emotions so fast that I don't know, I don't feel as exhausted. Mind you, I'm only on day 6, but let's see. I am fiending, but I'm gonna stay strong and I'll keep you guys posted. So it's day 7 and I miss TikTok. Like, I have no patience for long formatted content. Like, I just skipped through about 7 YouTube videos every 2 minutes because I just couldn't sit through it. At first, I started with music videos. Then I went into lo-fi. Then 2 minutes after that, I went into Netflix and started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. Couldn't sit through that. Looked up another movie, couldn't sit through that. I'm back on YouTube. I'm watching a podcast, couldn't sit through that. And dude, like, I just am fiending for that quick fix. Like, I'm just bored. Like, I want that quick fix, but I'm not gonna get it. I wanted a break today. I really felt like maybe I'll just download the app for a little bit, but I shouldn't, honestly. I really shouldn't. So I'm gonna stay strong and just try to keep myself busy. But I work from home, so sometimes I'm just really bored and it's slow at work and it's just, I'm bored and what am I gonna do with that time? But I have to be strong and I have to keep going, because if not, I can't really make any takeaways or takebacks from this experience. And this is important to me. I'm doing this for a reason. I find it hard to hold a conversation now. Like, it's bad. Like, I need to clear this up. Stay tuned. Here I am, day 8. No TikTok. I miss it. Oh my God, I miss it so bad. I'm trying to keep myself preoccupied, so I started dabbling in music again, music production on Ableton, and that has been good, but I only can work on something for like tops an hour, and then I just get flustered and I'm ready for the next thing. Like, I feel like TikTok really did damage my attention span. Like, I don't know, I really need to fix this. Like, I didn't know how bad it was, but I'm fidgety and yeah, it's peaking right now. I even picked up Pokemon Sapphire again and I'm having fun playing it, but I can only play it up to like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and then I get bored or it's not entertaining enough and I need to move on to the next thing. So I'm really glad I'm doing this challenge. And day 9, no TikTok, no YouTube shorts, no Instagram reels, and I'm starting to feel a little better. I feel like I'm learning how to manage my time a little bit better without scrolling, and it feels good. I'm doing more actively. I'm being more social. I don't have anxiety about how people feel or how they perceive me or how I perceive content that's being fed to me. I don't feel like my emotions are on a roller coaster all the time because of TikTok. And yeah, I'm starting to get out of my shell a bit. Like, I'm starting to feel more like myself. I don't know. I'm happy. I just got out of the gym. You can't really see the gym from here, but that's a CVS. But yeah, I'm excited to see how the weekend goes, because that's, if I don't have a lot planned, I get really bored. So yeah. Day 13, and I still miss it. I miss TikTok. I've been strong. This weekend, I was super social, so I didn't miss it over the weekend. But Monday, when I was hungover from the Super Bowl, all I wanted to do was scroll, but I stayed strong. I stayed distracted. I drank lots of water for that little hangover post Super Bowl. And I still crave TikTok. I still crave short formatted videos, something quick, something easy, something rewarding. I've noticed that I'm not comfortable with my boredom, and I'm still learning how to manage that. Staying busy only helps for so long. Once your house is all clean, once your chores are all done, once you've exhausted all of your social outlets, you've played all the video games, you've watched all the movies, what do you do? You know? So I am learning how to be comfortable in the state of boredom. And that has been very, very, very difficult. YouTube videos have been helping me. I'm glad that I'm able to start doing old hobbies again and just channel that creativity from within instead of being given the content, if that makes sense. Me channeling my inner creativity to create content versus consuming content. I don't know, that's like food for thought. Let's see how this continues to go. I straight up thought that this was only gonna be 28 days, but it's a leap year, so it's gonna be 29 days. But it's okay, I'll figure it out. Toodaloo. All right, so it is day 15, no TikTok. I'm now home, I'm watching YouTube, like a long formatted video. I just can't get into it. I can't, like, I just can't get into it. I'm even thinking of playing video games. I don't even want to play video games. Like, I want to go on TikTok. I want to just scroll. And today I found myself scrolling through news media because I just needed to scroll. The only social media I have on my phone right now is YouTube and LinkedIn. Fight me on that. But I'm thirsty. I can't wait until this is over. The one difference I will say that I've noticed within these 15 days is that I feel more social. I'm getting out of my bubble. I recently moved to a place where I don't know anyone. So now after 6 months, I'm finally starting to get to meet people and it's looking up. So I will thank the no TikTok for that because I feel like TikTok would be my comfort place for boredom. And instead of sharing my thoughts with other humans, I would just sit and scroll. It was just easier. So I think it's pushed me out of my shell, become less of a hermit, and I like that. And I'm afraid that if I go back on TikTok, I'm just gonna hermify myself and just go back into that. I don't want to talk to anyone. I'll just stay at home. It's just better to be at home. It's cheaper to be at home. I have all the entertainment I need, but is it fulfilling? Lots to digest. 15 days. I have almost another 15 days, so thanks for being on this journey with me. And you already know it. Day 18, no TikTok, and I think I'm doing better. I'm not craving it as much, which is amazing, but I've been sick at home. I was supposed to be on a trip with my friends and family, and I'm here at home sick, pumping myself with Mucinex and Tylenol. Today I feel a little better, but still, the boredom of being sick at home alone, OMG, I thought I was gonna crave TikTok so much, but I was able to keep myself entertained with Persona 3, which that has been a fun little journey, but I'll probably talk about Persona in another video. Back to TikTok. I just wanted to take the time and kind of remind myself like why I took a little break. Like, don't get me wrong, I love TikTok. Like, the minute I can have it back in my life, I will. But I'm just afraid that going back on TikTok will make me less social again. I was kind of getting sick of the oversaturation of TikTok. Everyone's talking about the same topics. Thanks to the TikTok shop, it's basically an infomercial feeding ground. Like, it wasn't the genuine TikTok that we had in 2020. It's more of like, it's the Instagramification of TikTok. And I know that they're trying to promote like longer formatted videos, but I don't think that's why people are there. Don't get me wrong, I love me a long segment, but that's what YouTube's for, right? So I don't know the future of TikTok. I know that I miss it, but it's starting to get easier. And taking the time to reflect on my journey without TikTok has been super positive for me. And I think when I'm ready to go back on the platform, if I ever go back on the platform, I'll have more consciousness as I scroll. I definitely don't want to get back to the point where I wake up and I grab my phone and I'm scrolling. I'm at work and I'm bored and I'm scrolling. I get off work, I'm bored and I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling until I sleep. Like, I was getting really bad with that. So this is all good stuff. Hopefully this can help somebody else, but we still have 19 more days. No, girl, we still have 11 more days. Gosh, what is math? I'm feeling more positive about it. I definitely am not feeling as like FOMOing right now. Today marks 23 days, no TikTok. I will say that today, or the last 2-3 days, I've noticed an extreme shift in my craving towards short formatted content and receiving information like this. I feel like I've gained a bit more patience. I feel like I can hold my attention span with longer formatted content. I also feel like in my social life, it has opened doors. Like I feel like I'm able to connect with people more, not being on the app as much. I don't know how that correlates, but when I am having a conversation with somebody in person, like I'm able to hear them more. I'm able to pick up on things more. And I feel way less irritable. And I feel like the short formatted content on TikTok, it's basically handed to you on a silver platter where you just scroll and scroll and scroll and you're feeling all these different emotions all the time. I feel like that's so damaging. Like, instead of me wanting the information quick, I feel more patient and I feel more human. Humans don't spit out information that quick, what I've noticed. And I deal with customer service all day, so I'm starting to really see the big picture here. I am curious to see how the next 6 days go. I'm a little bit nervous of re-downloading the app. I know this challenge was only for February, but I'm honestly considering never going back on TikTok just because of how good I feel. And I wouldn't want to lose all this insight that I've gained. And I wouldn't want to be that person that confines myself in my home because people don't talk fast enough or people don't have certain things, because TikTok makes you feel like you have less if you don't have like the newest Stanley cup, which I know Stanley, RIP, now that they're like lead tumblers, like nobody cares about them anymore. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not being influenced to purchase anything or to have something or keeping up with the Joneses. So I don't have like that POV in my head. Like, it's 24 days without TikTok and I don't crave it at all. And, you know, being sick for like almost 10 days now, not having TikTok and not craving it is a really good feeling. But I just want some relief right now. So I will still stay consistent with recording till the end because there's only 5 days now at this point. But yeah, I feel way more at peace. I have a lot of inner peace. I just don't want to be sick anymore. So still sick, but no TikTok. Day 28. I don't crave it. I don't want to say I don't miss it because that would be a lie. But I am kind of scared to re-download it. I'm curious about re-downloading it, maybe just for like research purposes. I'll re-download it and then see how I feel. I don't know, to be determined, but I just am focusing on getting better. I wish I wouldn't have gotten sick, but hopefully in the next 2 days, 3 days, I start feeling better. It's just been miserable. I've been sick for way over 10 days and I'm just ready. So I'll conclude this TikTok nonsense later. I did it. Day 29, no TikTok, and I feel great. I'm starting to feel better from my sickness. I'm starting to think I had the flu because I was sick for way over 2 weeks. So what a weird time to get sick, but it was a great effort for me not to go on TikTok and just spend all those days just scrolling for hours and days. And I'm really glad I didn't do that. Instead, I played video games, made music. Well, I made music while my ears were still healthy because then my ears started hurting. So I had to stop making music. And I started playing video games. I played some old Pokemon games like Pokemon Sapphire, and I started playing Persona 3 Reload, which I'm gonna make a video on my thoughts on that game because I have quite a few. But Overall, I'm glad that I committed to these 29 days of no TikTok. I do feel my attention span being a lot better. It just feels a lot better, you know? Am I going to download the app again? I don't know. I'm kind of scared. I really like my life now, and I'm afraid that if I go back, I'm going to kind of isolate myself again. Let's see. Final conclusions. I did it. I hope you enjoyed my month of chaos with no TikTok. It was quite a journey, but I found it to be very beneficial, and I learned a lot about myself. Compiling all the videos and looking back at my old self, going through these transitions with my new perspective on everything has been really refreshing and eye-opening, cleansing, balancing, whatever. In the beginning, it was really hard. I was literally itchy for short formatted content. I wanted TikTok so bad. Like, I was lusting for TikTok, but I stayed strong. I didn't really stop craving TikTok until after day like 2022. That's when I really stopped craving TikTok for real. Like, I woke up and it wasn't the first thing I thought about, or like I felt out of place, you know, like you get stuck in this routine of checking your phone every morning before you get up and scrolling, and like that's gone, and it's just such a black and white contrast that it's a bit shocking, you know? So I will say the first couple days were really difficult. I did keep myself very busy, but there was one common theme that kept coming up throughout all the videos, and that's the fact that TikTok was making me, in a way, less social. And I feel like that is one of my big takeaways, is that being in front of a phone takes away from you being in front of a person. And even if you have a person next to you while you're on TikTok, you can be completely dissociated and not spend any quality time with the person that's physically in front of you. So that's a big take back, like the social aspect of TikTok. Yes, you have TikTok friends and the community can be supportive, and I do love that aspect of TikTok, but I do feel like it does take away from the actual people you have in your real life. So that's one big takeaway. The second one is that before we started this journey, I had mentioned that I could sit through shows at one point, and then I felt like my attention span just got worse and worse, and I cannot sit through movies, I cannot sit through shows. After this experience, I sat down and watched a whole movie from start to finish. Do I know the name of the movie? No. It's about aliens. It was good, but they lost me at the end. I can't remember the name of the movie though. But that was good. It was refreshing to watch a movie. Haven't done that in years. So thanks, TikTok challenge. Thank you. Another big take back is that I noticed that my mental, I don't want to say mood swings, because like I'm not mood swinging all the time, but I will say that my thoughts and emotions were calmer by not accessing the plethora of information that you get from TikTok and the content that you cross on there. I feel like not having access to that has helped my mental state become more baseline and less big spikes. Not having that information fed to you all the time is solid. Another big takeaway from this experience is that I feel a little more human. I feel like I understand humanity a little bit more. I work from home, so I don't have a lot of social interactions. So when I'm forced to be more social and just talk to people, you'll realize that they don't spit out information as fast as TikTok does. And all these little videos that you see, they're all edited. All the ums, all the buts, all the long sighs, all the long pauses, all that is edited. So you get used to this edited format that is coming at you rapid fire, and you kind of forget that there's like a pace to things. You know, you completely forget that people take their time to get to the point. And that's okay, like that's completely normal. And it got to a point where I couldn't have a good conversation. I would get frustrated with the person that's talking to me because they're not talking fast enough. That's a freaking problem. That's a freaking problem. And not having TikTok has made me connect with humanity more, have more empathy, have more of an understanding. I can't be the only one that has felt this way after deleting the app. Like, honestly, I got so much insight from this experience, and I'm completely mind blown after reviewing my videos. I've learned so much from this experience, and I hope you guys took away some amazing drawbacks. It's been almost a week now into March, and I haven't downloaded the app. I'm very, very content with where I'm at. I did ask my sister about like all the TikTok drama I haven't followed up on, and luckily everyone's behaving suspiciously. Final thoughts. I thoroughly enjoyed this experience. I enjoyed watching my videos and gaining so much knowledge from them. I thought just recording them, going through the motions, writing down how I felt at the end was going to be enough, but rewatching myself go through that journey was just so eye-opening. I hope I inspired somebody to try this kind of challenge. Give up TikTok for a month. It doesn't have to be TikTok. You can do Facebook, you can do Instagram, whatever makes you feel better. But make sure you're journaling, you're recording yourself throughout this journey. This way you can reflect on it later. And I feel like that was the most impactful part, is seeing this from a different perspective. And wow. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up below. And go ahead and leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about the video. It's an open book. My comment section is an open book, but be respectful, okay? Be respectful. Also, Persona 3 video is coming. I hope you enjoyed the video. And subscribe or else. Bye.